open mic here at Comedy Boulevard during the week. If you want to go, it's it's the best open mic in town. You should check it out if you want to do this. It's a great open mic. It's a low bar, but it's a good open mic. You know, I went to an open mic a couple weeks ago that didn't have a mic. I'm like, that's half of what you advertised. I don't know, we got there and I was like, oh good, this place is open. Thanks, I'm glad we got here. They made us come up here and do it anyway. Have you ever seen an open mic without a microphone? It looks like hate speech. It's awful. Context is all wrong. Yeah. I turned 40 at the beginning of this year. It's why I'm wearing this outfit, trying to fool myself. Turning 40 is interesting. It's weird because I'm aware of different things in my age now. I'm aware of the concept of my age. That's an interesting thing because the concept of half my age means something to me now. Like I interact with people that are half my age all the time. That's really weird. Like, do this. If you're under 30, just try doing this. Picture a person that's half your age, and now imagine you have to respect that person's opinion. It's weird. It's a weird thing. Like, if you're 22, imagine like an 11-year-old who has hard thoughts about Gaza. Yeah, you gotta be like, that's a good point. We should send the Avengers in there. I like the way you think, Johnny. It's weird. I don't feel older, but like, there's data coming my way that I'm older. That's the weird thing that I don't get. Like just information. Like I did that Spotify rap thing last year, you know, it tells you your top songs of the year. Yeah, my #1 song in 2023 was White Noise for Sleeping. Yeah. And it treats it like a regular song, too. So like when you plug in your headphones, it was like, hey, your #1 song in 2023 is... I was like, son of a bitch! Rap music is getting so lazy. Anyway, yeah. I'm a big movie guy. I love movies. I'm a big movie guy. I love art house films. I love foreign films. That's what I'm into. There's a word for that kind of person, and I don't like the word. It's the right word. It just sounds like the wrong word. Like if you tell people you're into it, they're like, "Oh, you're a cinephile." I'm like, don't fucking call me that. It sounds so creepy. It sounds like I'm luring kids back to my van to watch Citizen Kane. Like, ugh. I'll give you candy if you talk about the camera angles. It's weird. Don't do that. But I like old movies. I'm a big old movie fan. My favorite, I like the movies from the 40s. Love movies from the 40s. And I think I would do well in the 40s, you know. Like, I don't think I'm very attractive for today's standards, but in the 40s, and I don't like saying this phrase, but guys, I'd be crushing puss. Let me just say, all right. Because there are people that they told us were attractive that just are not good looking. You ever seen a movie with Humphrey Bogart? Holy crap, the guy, he looked like someone melted a basset hound. That was a sexy leading man back in the day. In a movie called The Big Sleep, he's a detective. Women are just throwing themselves at him. I'm like, this is my competition? A guy who has a diet of cigarettes and eggs? Look at this man. It's not good. Think of the end of Casablanca, you know, the most romantic scene in movie history. It's him and Bergman, he's putting her on the plane. Here's looking at you, kid. But he's wearing a trench coat and a fedora. He looks like McGruff the crime dog. That's an ugly man. Yeah. I would do cool in the 40s. I could be a guy who wears a suit and just throws a quarter in the air for 45 minutes. I don't know why that was a pastime. I think it's cool because money used to go a lot farther back in the day. Like a quarter used to be worth more. You know, I looked into it. 25 cents in 1940. In today's money, that's $347,000. Yeah. Drop that quarter, you just don't get to retire. That's how that works. Yeah. I quit drinking 6 months ago. And thank you. Yeah, yeah. I started again like 3 days later. But I had to quit. I had to slow down quite a bit because I used to live in Chicago. And I don't know if you guys know, Chicago is a drinking town. They drink. Like I know everyone in LA is like, hey, we party. It's like, yeah, you guys party, but in Chicago they drink. There is a difference. You know, everyone in Chicago is a high functioning alcoholic. Everyone in LA, we're just high, and none of us are really doing much of anything, are we? Here's why I had to cut back. Here's how much they drink in Chicago. If I were to drink in LA the way I drink in Chicago, everyone here would think I'm an alcoholic. But if I were to drink in Chicago the way I drink here in LA, everyone there would think I'm a recovering alcoholic. Last time I was there, a guy actually said to me, dude, you only had 2 beers. Did you quit drinking? Yeah. In his defense, he was drunk, so it's fair. Nice guy, gave me a ride home. Anyway, yeah. I like cities. I'm a big city guy. I like New York. New York's my favorite city. I think that's great. I like the things they say about New York. You know, it's the city that never sleeps, or it's the Big Apple. I like those things. The one I never understood, though, is when they're like, New York City, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. I'm like, if I made it in New York City, why the fuck would I go anywhere else? There's nowhere else to go. Has anyone ever made it in New York, sold out Madison Square Garden, and thought, I think I'm ready to make it in Toledo. I can do that now. Yeah. Los Angeles, we have a similar phrase. It's Los Angeles, if you can make it here, fucking how? How did you do that? What are you doing that's so special? Had a weird thing happen the other day. This sucked. I lost a fight with a bigot. Lost a fight with a homophobe. It was dumb. He just cornered me in a web of logic that it was awful. Here's what happened. He said homosexuality is unnatural, which is bullshit. We all know that's not true. It's dumb. And I told him, I was like, that's not true. You got to be a good ally. Stand up for people, right? Say the right thing. I was like, it's not true. It is natural. It's even been observed in nature. It's been observed in the animal kingdom. It's been observed in dolphins, and it's been observed in penguins. And then he said, yeah, but those are the gayest animals, and I just didn't have... Oh, France, you got me. That kind of sucked. Anyway, I had a situation that happened recently, and I kind of need some help with this. Maybe you guys can help me. I just need to know if this is racist. This seems like the crowd of people that I should be asking. Anyway, so I had a situation that happened last summer. My best friend in the whole world is a guy named Benton. I've known Benton for 20 years. He's been my best friend since college. I've stood at his wedding, he stood at mine. Benton is black, but we've been close for 20 years, you know, and I love the guy. And last summer, he gave me an N-word pass. Hear me out. Let me get to the end where we decide if I'm racist, okay? He gave me an N-word pass. If you don't know, that's where, as a white person, you're allowed to say the N-word sometimes. And the way he said it to me, he goes, okay, you can say it as long as we're together and you're singing a song. Right? Okay, rules seem pretty clear, okay? Until like a couple weeks later, we were all singing happy birthday to him. Like, that's not my fault, okay? The rules are confusing. Anyway, guys, I'm Sal Miscali. Thanks so much.